Okay, so we have been in this for about a year and we have raked in almost $15,000.
That's a really nice part-time job
Yeah,
there.
it's incredible. That's like hundreds of dollars an hour. I'm like, I'll take that. That is perfect.
Where were you in the education process when you started this?
She had already committed. May 1st was the decision day. She had already committed. And as we were getting closer and trying to decide how we were going to pay, I actually found out about the scholarship system, I think on Facebook. I don't know if someone shared it, if there was an ad, and it was in June. So we actually joined the scholarship system. It's been a little bit over a year. So it was in June and we just dove right in.
Yeah, and that was something that we actually, like, a new thing that we learned. Because I, like what you just said, I thought that it kind of stopped there. Like, if you couldn't get a scholarship either for like a sport or for something to do with your major or from the school that you're going to, then it's like, well, what other options do we have? I kind of thought that I was like toast. It's my summer job, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And it really paid well for a summer
It
job.
certainly did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, obviously money was like a huge concern for us. So we were like, that's fantastic that not only is this place like giving us this new information, but they're also like telling us the best way to do it. I was like, well, this is like a roadmap to like perfection,
Yeah.
literally. I was like, this is great.
And we knew that loans is always an option, but we didn't want.
Not preferable.
Yeah, because we have, the only debt we have is our mortgage. We're big on not having a lot of debt. We don't have, other debt. So we didn't want to have more debt
Pile on.
with student loans. So we wanted another option, another way to be able to pay.
Would you say that you were able to reuse some stuff, or was every application from scratch?
That's the beauty of it, is that you can, reduce, reuse, recycle. Like, it was perfect. Because, there's always essay prompts that are a little bit similar, that of course you can reuse some of the same material, but of course you're gonna not just change the name of the scholarship foundation and be like, here's this essay.
That's great.
And what we learned also from the scholarship system is how we customize it when we reuse something. Is we look up the organization, we read about their values or what they do, and we try to incorporate that or focus on those values in the essay. And those are the changes that we would make.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, in the essay writing process, like the big thing for me was like the mind mapping. For sure. My brain is like very scattered, very like, I'm an artistic person, I'm a creative person, so my thoughts kind of bounce around. And kind of like in that little module that you were saying, like thinking about things very linearly and like analytically can be good, but can also lead to a very like almost too structured essay, to the point where the reader's like, all right.
Yeah.
So
boring.
To me, the mind mapping was like a great way for me to have organized chaos. So to like keep that creativity without having like an over linear like line of thought that persisted through the essay. So that was huge for me.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in and it's a lot to do, but it's so worth it. Like especially now with everything that's going on, like money is very much a concern for a lot of people. I can't even like process like how helpful this has been, like seriously.
That's
so yeah,
awesome.
just a lot more confident, a lot more, in a way, it's just secure. Like this year, we know that we can pay for this year, and we know that we can pay off the loans that we have, and we know how to keep this train going. So that's like a huge part of it. It's like that confidence and security.
And I think for one that it works, because one of the first things we learned was that you could apply for outside scholarships for additional money throughout your college years, whereas we thought it was only high school senior year. Is that it works, but you also can't just do it. Like you can't half do it. You have to be fully committed, and it's a numbers game. So you can't just apply to 5 or 10 or 15. And then if you don't get something, you don't think it works, right? I think it's a numbers game. I think Sydney has applied to around 50 scholarships so in the first year. And with her winnings, we said that to be about $300 an hour that she earned. So it's worth it. It's worth it. And so I say you have to really commit to it, keep searching for the scholarships and keep applying.